Hello and welcome back to NoBS. Today we return to talking about one of the worst hit cities in our country, one of the places that's struggling the most with this awful pandemic. I'm of course talking about New York City. New York City is recently going to have an award show amidst all this terrible stuff, which is rather interesting to say the least. And what's very, very funny about it is they're actually going to let the celebrities avoid the quarantine mandate that is supposed to be required for the whole state of New York right now. If you guys didn't know, New York was hit the worst by this virus. They've had a lot of fatalities, a lot of trouble handling it. God bless them. I hope everything's doing better and they could do okay. And I'm not trying to bash them too hard for that, except it is partially due to their terrible Democratic leadership. So they do want to consider maybe waking up and electing some better officials, but there's no time for that right now. We're dealing with the president and the virus is awful there. People are struggling, and that's why they issued this quarantine mandate. Basically, there's a 2-week cooling period. That means that if you travel to New York, you have to wait 2 weeks in quarantine before you go other places and stuff like that. But there's been a caveat. There's been a special note on that. They're going to actually allow these celebrities that are going to this award show. The Video Music Awards is apparently happening in New York sometime soon, and they're going to exempt the celebrities from this 2-week quarantine period. So this is a classic example of do as I say, not as I do. This is the liberals having their own double standard, having their own kind of bias. They try to push these rules on everyone else. Like other examples are, okay, they want to defund the police and remove the cops, but then they'll also have private security for themselves. And then we have the Chicago mayor assigning the cops that are left to protect her house and her neighborhood. So they really don't practice what they preach. And this is another great example of that, a real big hypocrisy. And you could see more details in this article. It says, stars attending VMAs from out of state will not be subject to New York quarantine mandate. The mandate requires a 2-week quarantine for those traveling to New York from coronavirus hotspots. And I predict many of them will be coming from hotspots. I mean, Los Angeles is a major place that's having a lot of issues too, and they're going to be coming from there, a lot of them. So the fact that they're not going to have to observe this quarantine is really, really interesting and pretty messed up. And it's just going to show how brazen they are with their hypocrisy. Like they think we're stupid. They think we don't see it and they just don't care. And then that's kind of troubling. So let's go ahead and read on. It says, stars will have the privilege of skipping out on New York's 14-day quarantine mandate when they visit the MTV Video Music Awards next week. The award, set for August 30th, will take on a different format this year as performances will be held outdoors with little to no audiences due to the ongoing pandemic. As the event usually serves as a who's who of the music biz, many celebrities will be in attendance but will not be required to adhere to the 14-day quarantine rule put in place by Governor Cuomo, according to the New York Post. Instead, law enforcement will ensure that the stars and their teams are wearing masks and socially distancing. Here's some stars right here, probably going to be attending the event. A couple of singers. The mayor's Office of Media and Entertainment and Citywide Events is working in close coordination with the production to ensure guidelines are being followed, a City Hall spokesperson told the outlet, also explaining that NYPD will be doing compliance checks during the production. Cuomo's executive order could see violators serve up to 15 days in jail or pay up to $10,000. So that's a pretty hefty fine. That's a pretty big punishment for a quarantine. I mean, I understand you have to do something to deter people from it. So it makes sense in a way, but the fact that they won't apply this to these celebrities just because of what? Because they're rich, because they're Democrats, because this is part of the system. It's just very, very elitist and very okay, we're going to treat our celebrities better. We're going to put them on a pedestal and let them get away with things because, I don't know, because it's New York, because they're led by Democrats too. The celebrities support them. I mean, there's a lot of reasons it could be, but the most messed up thing is the double standard and the fact that this could be something that spreads the virus. This could be something that makes New York worse. So if it's really that bad, why are they having this event there? That's the thing I don't get. And I think that's where they're starting to contradict themselves, because they do really kind of put on the fact that the virus is so bad and they act like the masks are so important, but then they still want to have this award show. that's the thing. There's a contradiction there. I don't think they realize how bad that looks. Like, they can't say this thing at one time and say, oh, it's the worst in the world, and then they still want to hold this silly award show. Like, I feel like they're very much playing themselves. They're very much revealing their hand and their truth. They're showing us that they don't really care about the virus as much as they claim. Artists can participate in the production of the show, a spokesperson for Governor told the Post, but they will only interact with other members of the cast and crew and will quarantine when not working. Rigorous safety protocols, including testing and screening and compliance checks by a special compliance officer, were the conditions agreed to in order for the event to take place. Here's another actress/singer, Keke Palmer. She's going to be the host. Apparently, of course, it's going to be a woke black woman hosting. Reps for Cuomo did not immediately respond to Fox News' request for comment. Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, and Miley Cyrus are among the stars slated to perform, while the event will be hosted by Keke Palmer. Roddy Ricch, who was expected to perform, announced on Saturday that he will not perform after all. Unfortunately, I won't be performing at this year's VMAs as announced. My team and I did everything in our power to make this work due to COVID compliance issues at the last minute. We had to call off the performance, said the rapper in his Instagram story. My team and I are safe and everyone's health is a main priority, as well as giving a quality performance. I appreciate MTV for the opportunity to perform, and I hope I could see y'all next year. Stay safe. So it didn't work out for this guy. I guess he couldn't get through the compliance. I don't know. He had too big of a crew. I bet someone in his group was infected, maybe even him. He's trying to keep that to himself, maybe. And yeah, it's just showing that there's a lot of celebrities that are coming and going. I mean, I know some of these names are, obviously, we know Lady Gaga, Ariana, and Miley. Keke Palmer I've actually not heard of before. I've never heard of this guy. But yeah, I think it's showing here is that the celebrities, they're a little bit desperate for attention. Like, this is kind of like feeding their egos. They need award shows and like props and all this stuff. It's like really cringe because they're kind of like desperate in this time. Like, what's happened is this summer and this lockdown and pandemic, and there's riots and people are all staying home. It's just not safe. It's just not the time. No movies are coming out. TV shows are running out of steam. You know, the concerts are all canceled. So the celebrities are really kind of desperate right now for attention. It seems lame, but it's like they already have lots of money. They already have lots of fame and friends and stuff. So what they really seek is that attention. They need to get on stage. They need people to clap for them. And yeah, that's a great feeling. Like, I've done many performances in my day. Like, I've performed on stage, done different comedy shows and stuff like that, and acting and whichever. And I understand that, but the celebrities kind of have an issue. Like, they're addicted to the fame. And I think that's why they're so desperate to put this award show on, despite the obvious kinds of backlash. I mean, it's like not a good look. First of all, like, this story started off, we're talking about a big hypocrisy. We're talking about the celebrities thinking they're better than us. They don't have to follow the rules according to us. And also, it's showing that they're really overplaying their hand with the whole virus and it being dangerous. Like, if it was really that bad, it wouldn't be a thing. We wouldn't even consider putting on this show. So they're exposing contradictions. They're showing the fact that they're elitists, that are treated differently, and they're also starving for attention. Similarly, J Balvin has also pulled out of the show, according to Variety. Unfortunately, J Balvin and Roddy Ricch are no longer performing, a source close to the show told the outlet. As with every award show, there are always last-minute talent changes. That said, this year was more logistical hurdles than most, and the health and safety of our employees and partners is of the utmost importance. Balvin, 35, recently revealed that he is recovering from the coronavirus. So, as I predicted with the last guy, it's probably due to someone having it and they don't want to get it again or get sick or give it to someone else. I mean, they're saying something different here, like they're trying to cover for this Balvin guy. But I think the real point is, it goes to show it's an award show. It's dumb. They're silly. It's not even a good award show. I don't know which ones are good anymore. They get really woke and political. Like, I definitely predict that there's going to be some BLM stuff at this show. They're going to like signal and maybe even have like a black and white photo montage saying we support our minorities. You know, we love BLM. They're going to do a whole thing at this show. Like, I know that's going to happen for sure. And in addition, they're just dying for attention. They're desperate to try to get on stage and get those claps and those big butt pats again, you know, and it's just celebrities giving each other awards. It's really cringe, especially the MTV Video Music Awards. Like, that's just the kind of like the bottom of the barrel almost. It's like a Teen Choice Award or something. So it's just like, why even do it? Like, I understand these people want to perform and like sell albums, and different people are releasing music right now, so they want to get involved. But man, this is really cringe, and especially the timing of this and the fact that they're getting this special treatment. And it's just another point to the fact that award shows are lame. They're just out of style. They're not cool. It's just really cringe. These guys always get woke, and they're just patting themselves on the back. So with that said, that about wraps things up. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you comment your thoughts on everything below. What do you think about this award show? What do you think about the state of New York and them giving exemption to celebrities? Some of them probably even are bringing in the virus, and it's weird that they're trying to even consider in this kind of climate. Like, this state is in a bad place right now, so I can't believe they're putting this out there. But don't let me talk anymore. You guys talk in the comments. Let's see what you have to say. Also, hit the like button to help this video get shared. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell for notifications. You can also become a member of this channel. We have a membership program where you could get perks like special emojis. You could get special treatment in the chats. You know, you'll get yourself a little icon, stuff like that. You'll also get access to our live streams. You could jump in and join a live stream with me one day if you really wanted to, fun stuff like that. So check out the membership program, hit the like button, comment, and thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, I just want to take a quick moment to tell you about our new second channel. I've recently updated and revamped the second channel, now called NoBS News. There I'm posting extra videos that I can't fit on this channel. I'm also doing some live streams, I'm playing video games, and doing lots of other cool, fun stuff for you guys. I want to give you guys more content on a separate channel, so you can go and subscribe there, hit that bell for notifications. I'm going to put a link below to NoBS News, or just search NoBS News on YouTube. It's our second channel. It's a lot of fun, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.